Every morning, most seniors with sciatica eat the same breakfast: cereal, toast, eggs, maybe some fruit. And not one of them is eating the one specific food that delivers the highest concentration of the vitamin their sciatic nerve needs every single day for collagen repair, nerve sheath maintenance, and inflammation reduction. Not because this food is hard to find, it is at every grocery store. Not because it is expensive, it costs less than $1, but because nobody has ever connected this specific morning food to sciatica pain, and nobody has ever explained what happens to the sciatic nerve when this one vitamin is consistently low. Tonight, I am making that connection completely. What the food is, what the vitamin does for your sciatic nerve specifically, and exactly how to eat it every morning starting tomorrow for the fastest possible benefit. And real quick, if someone you know has been managing sciatica for months or years without addressing their diet in this specific way, pause right now and send this video to them. What they are about to hear might be the simplest and most affordable change they ever make for their nerve pain. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now. Every week, this channel brings you something practical and affordable that actually works. Now let us get completely into this. My name is Dr. Michael Kent, 20 years working with seniors managing sciatica, and tonight I want to start by asking you one question. When did you last eat the food I am about to show you? Not in a salad occasionally, not cooked into a pasta dish once a week, eaten raw every morning, as a consistent daily habit specifically for your sciatic nerve. For most seniors, the answer is never, and that absence, that single missing daily food, may be contributing to your sciatica more significantly than you have ever been told. Stay with me. Before I reveal the food, a story. Details change to protect privacy. A senior came to me after 3 years of chronic sciatica. 3 years, not 3 months. 3 full years of daily burning pain running from the lower back through the buttock and down the leg. They had tried everything available. Multiple physical therapy courses, chiropractic treatment, supplements, topical products, prescription medication. Their pain had fluctuated throughout those 3 years, better periods, worse periods, but it had never sustained itself below a 4 out of 10 for more than a few weeks at a time. 3 years of a 4 to 6 that simply would not leave. During a comprehensive nutritional assessment, I went through their diet in detail. Their eating was genuinely clean, no processed food, no excess sugar, lean protein, whole grains, cooked vegetables. By conventional nutritional standards, excellent. But when I specifically looked at their daily vitamin C intake, I found something striking. Their diet contained almost no raw vitamin C-rich foods. Everything they ate was cooked, and vitamin C is highly heat-sensitive. Cooking destroys between 50 and 90% of the vitamin C content in food. 3 years of a clean diet that was nonetheless providing a fraction of the vitamin C their sciatic nerve needed for the daily collagen repair, nerve sheath maintenance, and inflammatory regulation that adequate vitamin C makes possible. I gave them one instruction: every morning, eat one specific raw food before breakfast. That is all. Nothing else changed in their protocol. 4 weeks later, their pain score was 2.5, the lowest sustained score in 3 years, not from a new medication, not from a new treatment, from one raw food eaten every morning that finally gave their sciatic nerve the vitamin C it had been waiting for every single day for 3 years. Now here is what that food is, and why it works so specifically for sciatica. The food is bell pepper, specifically raw red bell pepper, the ripest form of the bell pepper that contains the highest nutrient concentration of any commonly available vegetable. 1 medium raw red bell pepper contains approximately 190 milligrams of vitamin C. That is more than twice the vitamin C in an orange, more than 3 times the vitamin C in a cup of orange juice, and delivered in a form that, when eaten raw, maintains its complete vitamin C content rather than losing the majority to cooking heat. Now here is why vitamin C is so specifically and so powerfully important for the sciatic nerve, and why 3 years of inadequate vitamin C intake had been silently contributing to the ongoing severity of the patient in our story. Your sciatic nerve travels through and alongside collagen-rich structures for its entire length, the intervertebral discs that it exits through, primarily collagen. The posterior longitudinal ligament that runs along the back of the spine, primarily collagen. the epineurium and perineurium, the protective sheaths wrapping around the sciatic nerve itself, primarily collagen. The piriformis muscle's connective tissue that sits directly over the nerve in the gluteal region, primarily collagen. Every structure that either compresses the sciatic nerve or protects it is built from collagen. And collagen synthesis, the daily repair and maintenance of these structures, is completely dependent on vitamin C. Vitamin C is the essential cofactor for two enzymes called prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, the enzymes responsible for stabilizing the collagen triple helix structure that gives collagen its strength and integrity. Without adequate vitamin C, these enzymes cannot function properly. Collagen synthesis slows, the intervertebral discs lose height slightly faster. The spinal ligaments lose their tension and elasticity slightly faster. The nerve sheaths lose their protective integrity slightly faster, and the mechanical compression on the sciatic nerve increases progressively as the collagen structures that should be maintaining the nerve's protected passage through the spine and pelvis gradually deteriorate. For a senior with chronic sciatica who has been eating a diet low in raw vitamin C-rich foods for years, this collagen maintenance deficit accumulates. The structures that should be protecting and decompressing the nerve are progressively less able to fulfill that role, and no amount of stretching or anti-inflammatory supplementation can fully compensate for a structural collagen maintenance deficit that daily adequate vitamin C could prevent. But vitamin C does not stop at collagen. Here is the second mechanism, and this one operates directly on the inflammatory environment around the nerve. Vitamin C is one of the most potent water-soluble antioxidants available from food. At the tissue level surrounding the sciatic nerve, it directly neutralizes the reactive oxygen species that chronic inflammation produces around the clock, reducing the oxidative stress that sensitizes the nerve and maintains its hypersensitivity. Research published in the journal Antioxidants found that vitamin C at therapeutic tissue concentrations directly reduced prostaglandin E2 production in inflammatory tissue. The same prostaglandin that lowers the sciatic nerve's pain threshold and makes it fire more easily. Less prostaglandin E2 means a higher pain threshold. Means the nerve does not fire as easily in response to the movements and positions that trigger your sciatica pain. And the third mechanism, vitamin C directly supports the synthesis of carnitine, a compound required for fatty acid metabolism in the nerve cell mitochondria. The same mitochondria whose damage we discussed in previous videos. When carnitine production is adequate, the nerve cell mitochondria function more efficiently, producing more energy for nerve repair, myelin maintenance, and pain signal regulation. When vitamin C is low, carnitine synthesis slows and mitochondrial efficiency declines. One vitamin, three simultaneous mechanisms supporting the sciatic nerve: collagen repair, antioxidant protection, mitochondrial support. Now here is exactly how to eat bell peppers every morning for maximum sciatic nerve benefit. Eat half a medium raw red bell pepper every morning before your first meal. Not cooked, not in a smoothie where blending generates heat and begins destroying vitamin C through oxidation. Raw. Cut it in half the evening before and store the unused half in the refrigerator. In the morning, take the half bell pepper out of the refrigerator, slice it into strips if preferred, and eat it before your breakfast, before your coffee, before anything else. The empty stomach timing ensures the vitamin C is absorbed at maximum efficiency before other food compounds compete for the same absorption transporters in the intestinal wall. Red bell pepper specifically. Not green, not yellow. Red bell peppers are fully ripened bell peppers, the same plant as green bell peppers but allowed to ripen completely on the vine. During ripening, the vitamin C content increases significantly. Red bell peppers contain approximately 3 times the vitamin C of green bell peppers. They are also sweeter and more palatable for most seniors who find raw green bell pepper bitter. Available at every grocery store in America year-round, typically for under $2 each. Eat the bell pepper with a small amount of olive oil drizzled over it if desired. Vitamin C absorption is not fat-dependent. Unlike fat-soluble vitamins, it absorbs efficiently without dietary fat present. But the oleocanthal and extra virgin olive oil provides a complementary anti-inflammatory benefit that works alongside the vitamin C's prostaglandin suppression for an amplified effect on the sciatic nerve's inflammatory environment. Store bell peppers whole in the refrigerator crisper drawer. Whole bell peppers maintain their vitamin C content for 5 to 7 days when refrigerated. Once cut, the vitamin C content begins declining through oxidation, which is why cutting the evening before rather than days in advance produces the best results. Give this protocol 6 weeks of absolutely consistent daily practice before evaluating your results. The collagen repair benefit takes the most time. Structural collagen in the intervertebral discs and spinal ligaments repairs gradually over weeks of consistent vitamin C availability. The antioxidant and prostaglandin suppression benefits appear faster. Most seniors notice the first shift in their sciatica pain character between weeks 2 and 3. The full structural benefit develops over the 6-week period as cumulative daily vitamin C availability supports ongoing collagen maintenance in the spinal structures surrounding the nerve. Track your pain score every morning. After 6 weeks, compare your daily average to your starting point. The patient from our story, 3 years of chronic sciatica, first sustained improvement in 3 years from 1 raw food eaten every morning. The collagen maintenance that 3 years of cooking had been preventing finally began. The nerves surrounding structures finally received what they needed every day to do their job of protecting rather than compressing. In 20 years of practice, the interventions that produce the most consistent long-term improvement in chronic sciatica are never the dramatic ones. They are the consistent daily ones, the ones that give the body what it needs every single day, without exception, to maintain the structures that protect the nerve and repair the damage that chronic inflammation causes. Half a red bell pepper every morning is one of those interventions. Simple, affordable, available everywhere, and directly targeted at 3 of the most important biological pathways maintaining your sciatica. Starting tomorrow morning. Now, before you go, drop a comment right now. Tell me your age and your city, and tell me how long have you been dealing with sciatica? How many years? I read every single comment personally. Share this with someone whose sciatica has been going on for years without the simple daily nutritional support their nerve needs. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week this channel brings you something equally simple, equally affordable, and equally powerful. Half a red bell pepper, raw, every morning before breakfast, starting tomorrow. Goodbye sciatica pain, starting with your kitchen. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. All patient stories have been changed to protect privacy. Individual results vary. Bell peppers are members of the nightshade family. Those with nightshade sensitivity should consult their healthcare provider before increasing bell pepper consumption. Those taking blood-thinning medications should note that significant increases in vitamin C intake may affect medication absorption. Consult your healthcare provider. Always consult your qualified healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. Dr. Michael Kent is a senior health educator with 20 years of experience, not a licensed physician. Nothing here is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any condition. Viewer discretion advised.